It's me. I have stuff. I went to Walmart today because I finally got some free time. And I got a couple things. Walmart didn't really have much, but they had some of the new stuff, some things I didn't have. Let's see. I mean, technically I had this Thomas, but I didn't have. I had the first version of this Thomas, and it just came with a regular troublesome truck. This one comes with Scruffy, and I don't have Scruffy, and I've always wanted a Scruffy, so yeah, Scruffy. I should grab my knife because I'm going to need to open stuff. A knife probably will be helpful. So I am going to find my knife. There it is. I found my knife. Oh, here we go. There's my knife. I am exhausted, you guys. Absolutely exhausted. I've had like no time to do like anything. I'm working like 50 hours a week, so don't really have time to do fun stuff anymore. But I actually work 2 jobs now. But luckily I didn't have to go back and forth between my 2 jobs today, and I was able to get some free time. Lionel trains. I actually have a Lionel Thomas on my shelf. I have the original, I think it's G scale. The original G scale one from like 1993. It's on my shelf. I don't know if maybe I could break it down. I don't even know if it'll fit on the screen. It's kind of big. Let me see if I can get it down. Hold on, without breaking everything here. There you are. Whew. That dust you off. Been up there a while. Here he is. Here. There he is. It's a little dusty because I haven't taken him out in a while, but I do have him. I got this in a train show back in February. It came with the whole set. It was like in the box too. I have the box and the rest of the set in my attic, but I keep him on my shelf next to my other Thomases. So, but that is my 1993 G-scale Thomas. I know this is specifically the 1993 one. I believe it says it on the bottom. Let me see. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the 1994 one. This is the 1994 re-released version. I'm sorry. They're both pretty much exactly the same. It's just, it says 1994 on the red running board. Yeah, I don't know. I thought this was the 93 one. Apparently not. Oh, yeah, this is the 1994 one. I'm sorry. There. I have a Hornby Thomas as well. Take that down for you. I don't have track to run them on, but I have a Hornby Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle. Now, Hornby Thomas, I believe this is actually the very, very last model of Hornby Thomas that there is. Because they made the line from like 1985 to like 2016, I think. I don't know. But I believe they brought it back in like 2018, something like that. Yeah, I love this model too. I've always wanted a Hornby Thomas. It was one of those things that, like, when I was like really, really young, I always wanted them. Same with the Bachman Thomas. I used to have one of those too, but he stopped working, and I kind of sold him off for parts. But yeah, the way you can tell that this is like one of the last models is that this is the only one that has the lamp. This was like something they did for like the very last versions of these models. They gave them lamps. So, and I mean, the difference between this one and like the older models is that obviously the slightly older one looks like this, but doesn't have a lamp. Then before that, the paint was like a darker blue. They didn't paint the running board; it was just red. The face was the same, but the eyebrows were a little smaller. But yeah, it's a really cool model. I like that it's based off of, his original, real life design, which is the E2. And oh, another cool thing I actually got the other day. I've been on the lookout for one of these. I finally got an Ertl item. This is an Ertl Thomas from 2000. This was from Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Obviously, Thomas and the Magic Railroad is like one of my favorite movies ever. I'm just very nostalgic for it, but yeah, I have a sealed Magic Railroad Thomas. Now these Thomases, they've been sold the same for like, I don't know, fucking 20 years or something like that. I know they started out with the paper faces, and I actually have one of those up there. I have a 1984 paper face Thomas. Fuck it, I'll just grab him. I'm already here. I have two other Ertl Thomases. I have that one. I have a 1984 Ertl Paperface Thomas in immaculate condition, by the way. I got this off of eBay. Yeah, immaculate condition, which shocked me quite a bit. And then I also have this one. This is like a metallic one. I believe this is from like an anniversary thing. Also got this on eBay. So yeah, I got those too. But yeah, enough talk about these guys here. Why don't we get into the new stuff, right? So my parents got rid of my. Oh, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? MJ Scientist, what's up, man? Sucks. My parents got rid of my VHS tapes. Thomas the Train. Been ages since I've seen a nice collection. Yeah, I actually started buying Thomas VHS tapes recently. Last month, I have 3 of them now. But I was always a collector of the DVDs, because that's what I had growing up. I had the DVDs. I was a little past the VHS era, but I still have all of my DVDs from my childhood. I never got rid of them. I still have every single one of them. Where are they? They're over here somewhere on a shelf, but I do have them all, which is nice. Had tapes years ago too. Thomas and Bob the Builder. Yeah. Yeah. It's cool. I'm really excited for this pack because I finally have a tender engine here. We have Edward. Edward is really cool. I didn't know he was going to be back on the show, but it's really, really cool to see Edward again. I'm really happy about that. Edward is one of my favorite. I really don't have any Edward merch. Also, fun fact, guys, I have a lot of shit on it right now, but I have an original Thomas Wooden Railway play table. Like I said, it's got a lot of shit on it because I just finished Porch Fest and I just kind of dumped my shit. But this is an original Thomas Wooden Railway play table. It's fucking ginormous. It like takes up my entire room. I have Tidmouth sheds over there. Yeah, I have some wooden stuff coming. Yeah, I know my room's a mess. I gotta. I haven't got a chance to clean it because, like I said, I've just been like working all the time. Yeah, I'll do it one of these days. I'll get around to doing it. You can see the whole Porch Fest. Yeah, unfortunate about that. That's not going to get released. I don't plan on releasing that show just because it was kind of a disaster. Actually, this is the first time I'm saying this publicly. Actually, I'm just now realizing this, but the show was a bit of a disaster. First of all, it rained, which killed the crowd. I had a decent crowd for like a half hour, but the weather was looking like super bad that day, and I was like checking the weather on and off for the past couple of days, and it was just bad. But yeah, it was like during my performance block, it was like 50, 80% chance of rain, 70% chance of rain every hour because I did a 2 hour set, but so it ended up being a bit of a disaster. Also, I was having some vocal issues, um, and honestly, overall, after everybody left, I kind of really gave up on the whole performance. So I kind of just like half-assed the rest of it because I really wasn't performing to anybody, just really family. So, but there is a bright side to this. I am in talks with a venue to perform my Porch Fest set. So it will see the light of day, just not as Porch Fest. But I can assure you, once I get that set in stone, I will record that, and it'll go out into the world. Like I said, it's not Porch Fest, but it's literally it's the same set. It's all the same songs. I'm not going to change anything. Also, there really wasn't even enough people there for it to be worth changing anything. So I mean, like, why would I change it at that point? I mean, nobody really saw the show, so there's no point in changing it. So I'm just not going to bother with it. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, it was kind of a disaster, unfortunately. But it's all right though. Yeah, I appreciate that. I do. But yeah, I'm honestly I'm very disappointed with it. Honestly, guys, I've been kind of in a bad spot for a while now. Haven't been feeling too great, you know, mentally, physically. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, why don't we open these trains? I've been blabbering long enough. You can ask me questions. I just oh, I don't know why I'm getting sidetracked. I have to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's almost 11 o'clock, so I should probably hurry up with this. Do you want to buy that Porch Fest cassette? Send me a DM on Instagram. I'll send you the link because it's not technically for sale. Or like I can buy it, but it's not like a public link. So send me a DM on Instagram, and I will I'll send you a private link to purchase it. And if you do purchase it, I would appreciate you making a post on it. That'd be nice. That would make my day. Anyway, here is I'm gonna start off with Thomas and Scruffy. Like I said, I already have one of these. I have one of these guys. In the store, they had Thomas, they had Diesel, James, Rosie, and they also had Percy. But I have a Percy because I got one back in June because I went to the Mattel store. So I have a lot of stuff from there as well. I have the giant whistling Thomas. I have most of like the first small wave diecast. I think I have all of them except for that yellow troublesome truck, which actually technically is in this set, or at least a variation of it. So, but yeah, I'm looking to hopefully get all the diecast. I really wanted the diecast more than I wanted these because I guess the motorized line isn't very good anymore. But whatever. I think they're cute. I think they're nice. I'm excited for James because I was looking at pictures of James and he looked kind of funky to me. But I am happy to say that he actually kind of looks good. Yeah, the one thing I've been hearing about these is that they don't run very well. Which is kind of sad, but God, I forgot. I hate these things. I have to like... I don't understand these things. I don't know why they have to do this to you. I don't even remember how to open this. Oh, no, I remember. I'm sorry. I do remember. I lied. I am a liar. I do remember how to open these. All right, there's Thomas. You have to, like, get it at the right spot and get the pin out. Okay. I remember, because they have these little things on the bottom. Yeah, I'm not going to look at... do I want to look into the instructions? They're going to be the same for all of them, so I'll just show them once. Oh, there's two of them. There's... Sorry. And you got the back of that. Requires a AAA. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to open them all up and do all that. I don't have time for that. I also don't have batteries on me. But yeah, it's just one AAA battery. But yeah, it just shows you how to open it. So there's that. What is this? Oh, just the warning labels. Boring. I know how to operate a toy. I'm not stupid. I'm not 5. Says the 18-year-old still playing with trains. But hey, it doesn't matter. Because I'm having fun. But yeah, I really only bought this for Scruffy. Because I already have the Thomas. I don't know what I'll do with this Thomas. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, nice to have them. Yeah, we could take a quick look at the Thomas, actually. Why not? Overall, this new Thomas, I like his design. I don't hate it. I kind of wish... I mean, I miss the old Trackmaster line. Even Trackmaster 2, the stuff that's been coming out for the past, like, 10-ish years or so. Or before the AEG stuff came out, the all engines go stuff. But I lost my train of thought. Sorry, I'm so fried. But yeah, the AEG stuff was kind of actually honestly the AEG merchandise was actually kind of good for what it was, because it was very accurate to the show. But I prefer the 80th anniversary Thomas, at least proportionally. The face isn't bad. I've warmed up to this face a lot, surprisingly. I think he's a little wide. He's a little too wide for my liking. I've warmed up to this face a lot. I actually kind of like it. He looks very cheeky, which is pretty cool to me. But yeah, I think Thomas looks really good here. When I first saw the face, I was like, I don't know. But it kind of reminds me of that his Series 2, the 1986 Series 2 jovial face, and it was kind of, or they also call it his laughing face. But it gives me those vibes, and it kind of gives me classic series vibes. So it kind of warmed up on me a little bit. It also has, I feel like it has a little bit of Railway Series sprinkled in there. One thing I will say is that I like the face better on the toys than I like it in the trailer that got released, because they just put out a trailer like a couple days ago, and it was kind of like I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm not a fan of the fact that they have child voices. I think that's really stupid. But that I don't understand. The CGI is a little iffy to me. I will say, though, it looks like that they reused a lot of the CGI assets from the original CGI series, which is nice to see. It looks like the actual models for the engines are essentially those ones, but just slightly different with modifications. So, and technically, that also means that the CGI models still have lineage to the original props, which is really cool to me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say too much about the show, because like I said, I haven't seen it. I'm going to reserve judgment until it actually comes out. I like this middle wheel, by the way. This is one thing I do like. I like this chassis. I think the chassis is really cool. And the new side rods. I don't know. Were those on the 2025 stuff too? I don't remember. if they had these side rods. I think they did have these side rods, but I'm a big fan of the new side rods as well. I think that's a really cool touch, but they're actually accurate to the show. Where's my chat? I'm trying to look at my chat. Where's my chat? There's my chat. But yeah, that's Thomas for you, and we'll take a quick look at Scruffy. Scruffy looks great. He looks kind of mean. One thing I don't like is I don't like how squished these are. I've been getting into like the Tomy play rail stuff recently, so I actually got some new play rail stuff coming soon that I just got. I got the Chocolate Crunch Percy, Paint Splatter Thomas, which are the two new releases that just came out recently. And I got the Japanese Day Out with Thomas, and it's like this weird like freaking bulky Thomas. I don't know. It's like weird. Oigawa. I don't know how to say it, but it's really cool, and I thought it looked really neat. So, but yeah. Oh, sorry. Whoops. There you go. But yeah, there is Thomas. Oh, another thing I like, which I thought I would hate. I like the fact that the activation thing is buttons now. I kind of like the buttons, I'm not gonna lie, because it makes things a lot easier. When I was originally messing around with these guys, when I first got the Thomas and Percy that's over there, I really like the buttons. They did not run too well, I will say that, obviously, because I don't know what's up with Mattel and why I don't know. But the rumor is circulating that the motorized range is going to go out and the die-cast stuff is going to be the main line going forward, which I'm fine with. I missed Wooden Railway. I wish they would have kept doing that, but what can you do? The die-cast stuff looks incredible, though. So, and I was never really into the die-cast stuff beforehand, but after getting my hands on the new stuff, I'm thoroughly impressed. But yeah, I mean, I like the buttons. I think it makes things easier. And, you know, definitely easier for kids because you don't have to freaking grab it and try and get the freaking switch. You can just bam, come by, bam. And they're not even hard to press. They just bam, bam, no issues. So yeah, I'm a fan of the buttons. I like buttons. I like tactile things. I like things that are tactile. You could press them. I like that. I love buttons you can press. I like pressing buttons. That's what I like. Don't fall, Thomas. Next up, what should we? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tire by his toe. All right, we'll do Diesel because you said Diesel. We'll get the bottom here. I like the way that these open now. It's a lot easier. You don't have to like cut through tape. I didn't even need to bring my knife. My knife is like essentially useless, which is funny. I wonder, is it the same instructions? I'm trying to look at these. Yeah, it's the same instructions. I wonder if it would be different for every engine. I don't know why it would, but let's see. I have the die-cast diesel as well. Like I said, I have most of the die-cast, like the first wave of die-cast stuff. Come on, Diesel, get out of your freaking thing. Hello? Get out. Get out, I said. It's not. God. Damn it. Oh, here he is. Got him. Scary. Diesel and troublesome truck. Wagon farceur. I don't know what that means. Probably means troublesome truck in French. Why is it not coming out? Am I missing another? Oh, I'm missing another thing, that's why. Wagon fascia. Thought this was your brother. No. Now you gotta be in the future, run your train set. Oh, God. Get out, brother. Oh, no. It won't get out. There it is. I got it out. I did it. I got it out of the thing. Where's my water? I brought a bottle of water in here, and I don't know where it is. I'm gonna go grab my bottle of water, guys. I'm sorry, I need a drink. I am thirsty. Ah. Anyway, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I gotta take a swiggle of water. Don't mind the water noises. Some what do they call it? ASMR, mukbang. Check my chat here. Anyway, here's a Diesel with his troublesome truck. Let's take a look at the troublesome truck first. That's a troublesome truck. Looks like a troublesome truck. He looks very troublesome, I'd say. What do you guys think? You think he looks troublesome? I think he looks troublesome. He looks like he's mischievous. There is Diesel. I mean, not fucking Diesel. Troublesome truck. This is Diesel. Diesel looks like Diesel, which I think is great. Purple eyes is the decision. That's another thing. They started giving him colored eyes. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I can get past that. I don't think that's a big deal. Diesel's model looks great. Again, the proportions are kind of fucked, but what are you gonna do? Also, I see there's a little. What is that? Is that a paint splatter there? I see. You guys see that right here? Looks like a little paint splatter or something. Which is weird because I don't know why this would be painted. You'd think this would just be black plastic. I almost want to get another one of these and like sand it down just to see if there's like a base layer. Yeah, see, there's like little imperfections in my paint. Or I don't know if that's the paint or if that's the plastic. Can you guys see that? Oh, like the little imperfections here? I mean, granted, this was the only Diesel in the store. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Honestly, I think I picked out, like, the last of all these engines. I believe this was the last Diesel, the last Rosie, and the last James. So, sucks for the poor kid. However, there were tons of these, so it's not like I didn't mean to raid the kids section. And I looked funny as hell walking around Walmart too, by the way. I was getting stared at. But anyway, back to Diesel. Yeah, he looks great. Like I said, he's a little stumpy, which is fine, I guess. He looks fine. I think he looks fine. I think he looks cool. And again, the button. I like the button. Button is cool. Love buttons. Love tactile things. Again, you got the really nice side rods, which I like. Yeah, he looks great. I think this is a good model. Yeah, I think Diesel looks cool, and I can't wait to put him on a shelf somewhere and never run him. But yeah, there is my main man, Diesel. The Diesel. Let's do Rosie. I want to save. I always find modern toys to be not high quality. These look cool, but nothing is perfect. Yeah, the models are great, but like I said earlier, apparently these do not run very well. And like I said, the rumor going around is that they are going to stop the whole motorized thing, and they're gonna. What the hell was that? Sorry, I just heard like a banging at my door. But yeah, the rumor is that they're going to stop with the motorized stuff, and the die-cast line is going to be like the main line going forward. So, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that anymore, because the die-cast stuff, it's very obvious that they put a lot of love and effort and care into the die-cast stuff. So yeah, I am fine with that. And honestly, the die-cast stuff, for some reason, it's been looking more appealing to me. But yeah, so that is, this is Rosie. Look at the truck. You have a red troublesome truck. I love red, so this is cool. But yeah, it's a troublesome truck. Basically the same as all the other ones. Same mold, just different color and face. But yeah, he looks cool. What color are his eyes? He's got orange eyes, like Rosie. They match, actually. That's really cool. That's cute. Here is Rosie. I think Rosie is actually probably my favorite motorized model I've seen so far. I actually really like her proportions. She's definitely still a little wide, but she's also kind of bulky in the series. So, but I think that translates better, and you don't really notice the wideness as much. So I think Rosie is probably my favorite model. I also love her new livery. I love the new NWR livery, because she, if you remember in the show, she didn't even have a number. She was pink. And but yeah, they I don't remember what season it was. I know it was the CGI series, but they changed it from pink to this nice deep red. Gave her a number, gave her a lamp, and I really love this redesign. I think it's a great redesign, and I would love to one day own, because they when they filmed the model series, it was Gauge 1 props. I would love to have a Gauge 1 prop replica of Rosie's, like, actual prop, but painted in this livery. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, this is probably my favorite one so far. So, but yeah, that's Rosie. I love Rosie. Her die cast is also really nice, and this will actually, the animal pack, this will be my second die cast Rosie, because I have the regular stock standard one. But yeah, I don't mind having doubles of these, because, you know, I like variants and stuff like that. Now we're gonna get to James, Mr. James. James, I don't know how I feel about your face. I still don't really like it that much. He still looks weird to me, but you know, I don't remember Rosie. Oh no, yeah, she did. She did have instructions. I was gonna say, I'm like, did I pull out the instructions for her? I don't even know. All right, but yeah, let's get James out. Our big man, James. No, get out. Yeah, James. Oh, well, that's interesting. Get to that in a second. Question mark. How to open this question mark? Am I doing this right? We'll see. I did it. Okay, well, that's a discovery. The tenders don't disconnect anymore. It's held in place by this plastic thing. Interesting. Does the coal load still come out? Yes, it does. That's cool. I think that's a cool feature. I mean, useless feature. I wish the coal load, if they're gonna make it removable, I wish it was magnetic, because you could just do that. It's lost. Where'd it go? See, I don't know where it is anymore. Oh, thankfully I found it. Yeah, I wish the coal load was magnetic. I feel like that would be helpful. Yeah, let's take a look at James. James is really long. Why is he so long? Oh, that's interesting. He has a bogey. Like a... He's just... Oh. Sorry, I'm so sleep deprived. Sorry. I'm so sorry. This is so stupid. I can't do it. I gotta stop. I need to take another sip of my water. I can't do this. I love paying for Wi-Fi. Yeah, because, yeah, if you weren't paying for Wi-Fi, you wouldn't be getting this high-quality entertainment right now. finish my water. Good stuff. Yeah, but here is James. Oh God. Oh God, I can't wait to get the other tender engines so I can fondle their bogey. I need to get off the internet. Somebody's gonna like take this out of context in like 10, 15 years. But yeah. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, yeah. Button. Weirdly enough, the button is on his, not the cab. It's on this this boiler section here. All the other smaller engines. That seems to be the case with all the larger engines I've seen. Their buttons are on this boiler area, not. Sorry, the firebox area. I don't know, but not the cab area. So, but yeah, James's model definitely my least favorite out of the tender engines, but it's the only one they had. James's face is very ugly. I don't like his face. However, I am getting a lot of enjoyment out of this bogey. Somebody's knocked on the door. Okay, I'm done. Sorry. But yeah, James he's an okay model. I much prefer the look of the other ones. He definitely looks better in person than he did online. I think he'd look cool running around, but he's definitely not my favorite model. But it's nice to have him in the collection anyway. Still pretty cool looking. I will say though, this model is better than the 80th anniversary model they put out. I will give it that. I feel like if this model had the 80th anniversary face, or smaller, because the 80th anniversary one is huge for some reason, I think James would look a little better. I also don't like, sorry sorry about that, I don't like how far down his running board goes. That's really, really weird. That looks, yeah, you're right, it does look a little cheap. But yeah, the 80th anniversary stuff, I don't know if you've seen it, but not my favorite. Okay, so that covers all the new motorized stuff I got, and we're gonna look at this, which is what I'm most excited about. This is the Animal Zoo multi-pack. Now, like I said, I already have a standard Thomas and a standard Rosie, but it's nice to have a variant of those. And it's also really nice to see Edward. Edward is back. I'm very excited for Edward. His model looks amazing. It's accurate, just like, you know, the rest of the die-cast stuff. The new die-cast stuff, seriously, Mattel has been knocking it out of the park with that. So I am ecstatic to see this. Do I want to cut this open with a knife? I'm gonna cut it with a knife. Don't cut yourself. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't cut yourself. Don't do it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. I love how I'm like carefully cutting this like I'm gonna save the box. I'm gonna save the box, but then it's gonna take up room, and I'm going to end up throwing it out. So I don't even know why I'm bothering to save the box. But yeah, that was easy enough to get into. Yeah. Put the box back in the box. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. But yeah, here's the box. There's the front. Got that nice new render of Thomas. I love this render of Thomas. It's a really cool render. Sodor Animal Park. The back. I still don't know how I feel about the new logo. I don't really feel like that needed to be changed, but I also don't hate this logo at the same time. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Tell me what you think. Like I said, I don't hate it, but I also really don't see the reason why they couldn't just continue with the old one. Um, but yeah, let's I want to take a look at the rhino first. Is this a rhino? I think it's a rhino. I think it's a rhino. Okay, so this is a very cheap plastic rhino. It's like as light as a feather. Imagine we do all this and it's not a rhino. I don't know what this is. Hippopotamus? Somebody tell me what animal this is. I don't know. Pig? Is it a pig? I don't know. It's an animal. I know that. And then we'll take a look at the truck. The truck is nice. The truck feels great. Love the length of the truck. I feel like this is the length of which the truck should be. Truck looks great. The face looks great. Truck looks amazing. I love all the detail. I love the wooden plank detailing in the inside of the truck. I think that's a nice touch. Yeah, truck looks great. I also love the new wheels these guys have. Oh, yeah. I'm a fan of the new style wheels. They introduced this wheel for the 2025 80th anniversary die casts, and I'm glad they kept it. I think it looks really nice. Then of course you could take. Oh, he rolls great too. Yeah, they're definitely putting all the effort into the diecast stuff. But I think it's nice to have a definitive line. I think that's okay. And then you could put Mr. Hippopotamus, maybe, I don't know if that's a hippo still, into the truck. And then there you have him. Next up, we have this beautiful diecast Thomas here. Oh, I want to take him out again, just because that was very smooth. Oh, yeah. Diecast Thomas. They brought back the magnets again, which I've seen people have had like mixed feelings on the magnets. I don't mind the magnets, because I don't know. I grew up with the magnets. It's never really been a problem for me. Magnets. I prefer the bigger magnets. I like the bigger style magnet over the smaller one that the Tank and Play and Tank Along stuff had, or early Tank and Play, I should say, because they eventually switched to the style magnet later on in its life. But yeah, so this Thomas is obviously a variant of the original. It says Sodor Animal Park on the side, and it's got a giraffe or some giraffes in there, some trees, park ranger. I guess Thomas is a park ranger in this. It sucks to see that the backlining is gone, though. I miss the backlining. He used to have the red backlining on the back of him. That's now gone, unfortunately. Took it out of the show, too, which is saddening, but what are you going to do? But yeah, cool little variant to have. Very happy to have him. And yeah, there he is. Next up, we have... Actually, compare him with the truck here. I like this. They roll really good as well. That's another thing. I love how good these roll. But yeah, so there's Thomas in the troublesome truck. Next up we have Rosie. Again, I have the original one of this. Yeah, Rosie, her diecast model looks amazing. I love Rosie's diecast model. Same face as the original one. And she's got that's a rhino. That's definitely a rhino. She's got a rhino on her thing, a little sky, wildlife safety, Sodor Animal Park. Really cool, neat little variant. I am a fan. She's very cute. I like it. And yeah, nothing really much more to say about Rosie's model. She looks great. Again, Mattel hitting it out of the park with the diecast stuff. Even if the show does suck, the toys are incredible. So I will say at least the new generation of kids are getting good toys. Now, the one that I'm most excited about is Edward. And judging from the motorized and judging from what I can see, it looks like the tender is going to be connected to, which is great. I don't mind that at all. I think that's a phenomenal idea, actually. Come on, buddy. But yeah, I'm very happy to... Oh, you're going to get stuck on me now? Oh, I hope I didn't break anything. But yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah, see, it's connected. That's great. I love that. That's an amazing idea. I respect that decision. Edward, first of all, his model is accurate. It's proportionate. He's got the correct wheel. Oh, and he's got a bogey. I didn't even realize that. Oh, that's so sick. He's got a bogey too. That's gonna make it like so much easier to like do shit with it. I don't know. Do the tank-along ones have bogeys? I don't remember if the bigger engines had bogeys. But yeah, if this is like a new thing, good on you, Mattel. Thank you for making this a bogey. Thank you so much. Yeah, but anyway, Edward's model looks amazing. One thing, actually, if you notice this, I don't know if you've noticed, but he's actually a different shade of blue than Thomas. Edward is a pale blue, which I like that idea because Edward was always like one of the oldest engines on Sodor. And I like to think of that like, okay, his paint is faded a bit. He's older, you know what I mean? Therefore, his paint is lighter. It's almost like a baby blue. Actually, another thing I noticed, the lining is different colors. I just noticed that now. Look at that. The lining is like a blue. I didn't even notice that. I just noticed that on Edward. But yeah, it's like a lighter baby blue. It's lighter in person than it is on camera. But I like the lighter blue. I actually think it fits him very well. I love his model. It looks very proportionate to me, and I love that. Like I said, Mattel's hitting it out of the park with these models, with these diecast models. The face, I don't hate his face. I like that face. That looks like Edward to me. This model screams Edward to me, and I like that. That's a good sign. He looks great. He even has the correct wheel arrangement. I mean, missing a wheel here, but even with that, it doesn't even look that bad, like at all. Let's see. His side says Sodor Animal Park, Wildlife Transport. So I guess he'll be. I'm assuming this is going to be based off of a special or an episode that's coming, because I guess the series is coming out in mid September. So I'm sure this will be this is centered around an episode of some sort. But I am definitely a fan of Edward's model. He looks seriously really, really great. All the other tender engines look amazing as well. And they're also super accurate. But I love the look of Edward so much. Definitely my favorite diecast model I have. But yeah, that is Edward. Edward looks great. I'm very happy I bought this. So all in all, I paid. So the 4 motorized ones. Let me get these in a frame. The 4 motorized ones, they were $9.97 each. So that's about $40 for those. This pack here. Let me see if I can put the camera down. Yeah. Sorry. This pack here was $24. In the 24, you get 3 engines, which is here. Let me think about this. So, the tender diecast engines are $888 plus $497 for each small engine. So let me see. Let's just round up. So that's 5, 10, 15 plus. Let's round up to 10. 25. Actually, that's okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's fairly priced then. I was gonna say that's fairly priced. I know that isn't technically an accurate number, but if you account for that, it would probably come up to like 23. Plus, you have the hippo, so that's actually pretty accurate pricing. It's not necessarily a deal. You're not getting it cheaper, but at least they're not like price. They're not price gouging it. Is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I think I spent like $75, something like that, somewhere around there with taxes, to get all these guys. Yeah, very, very cool. Especially with the die cast guys. I love the diecast stuff. I think it's really cool. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I need to go to sleep. I have to work in the morning, and I don't want to be late. So I'm gonna cut the live off here. If you guys have any questions, please ask them now. I will give you 30 seconds. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. I'm just going to count in my head. This is annoying. I'm getting way too comfy in my chair. But, okay, yeah, let's just say that's been 30 seconds. But yeah, that is my little review. Overall, favorite motorized model, definitely Rosie. Least favorite, I'd say James, just because I don't really like his proportions. And then of course you have these guys here, and my favorite out of these three, definitely Edward, hands down. Edward looks great. I love the paint job. I love the baby blue. I like the fact that all the blue engines have a different shade of blue. For an example, you have the Thomas blue, you have Edward's baby blue. I know Gordon's blue is a deeper, not quite royal blue, but it's a darker blue. Same thing with Henry. I guess his model is going to be a darker green. I don't really know why, because I can't think of any other. Sorry, there's Percy. But yeah, Percy is his regular green, and then Henry is a darker green. It seems like, from pictures I've seen. Yeah, I got to track down the diecast models, because the diecast tender engines look great. Motorized, not so much, but the diecast tender engines look extremely accurate. James definitely looks better in diecast. I will say that. I know that for a fact. Yeah. Also, James looks weird this one, because look how short his running board is. James is supposed to have a longer running board, like Edward here, or similarly long, which the motorized model is lacking. But overall, yeah, I definitely see the diecast range being the main range, and like I said earlier in the stream, I have no problem with that. The diecast range, I honestly think it's probably the best it's ever been. I'd say it's getting up there with Wooden Railway, in terms of just how nice it looks. I'd love to see Wooden Railway make a return someday, because Wooden Railway and Trackmaster Tomy Play Rail are kind of like my forte. I was never really into the diecast stuff, but ever since this newer stuff has been coming out, I've been loving it. So I definitely think I'm going to be an avid collector of the new diecast stuff. So with that being said, I'm going to get myself to bed, because I have 1,000,001 things to do tomorrow. But I would like to thank you guys for coming on to the stream and just having a quick chat with me. It's nice to check in with you guys again, because I haven't really spoken to you guys on here in a hot minute. Check out the little Porch Fest 26 video I did, the Madonna medley I did, which was Holiday and Like a Virgin. So yeah, go check that out if you want to hear me sing. Yeah, I guess until next time, I'd like to maybe start doing some videos soon. I gotta find the time, guys. I've just been so sucked into work and just haven't had the time to do literally anything. So, but I would like to maybe figure something out soon. But yeah, until then, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the future.